What's up, everyone? So I just got back to the house from the doctor's. It actually went by really fast. There was nobody there, which is surprising me because it's an urgent care, and when you go in there, it's usually slapping, man. Because most of the people that are in there, they're in there to get fucking shit, they're in there to get drugs and Subox and all that other shit, But it's the only urgent care that has helped me actually. Dude, I went to a lot of doctors, even the ones. I went to Henry Ford, the place that did my knee, and did my hernia surgery, and they couldn't even figure out what was wrong with my stomach, man. They were just telling me to drink more water and do all this other stuff. They could never help me, and that urgent care in Wayne was the first doctor to help me. Or two doctors, Chowdhury and Pelfrey. If you ever in Michigan, they're actually really good doctors, man. I recommend them. And the reason why I say that is because I've been to a lot of doctors' offices, man, and even to get Suboxone or drugs or like everyone else that was in there, and my experience with doctors, man, they were just drug dealers. They didn't ask what was wrong with me or like really try to figure out the root cause of my pain or what was really going on. They just, oh, you got pain, okay, yeah, here's 90 strips a month, like, dude, you don't need all that, first of all, so that's why I go there, because they asked questions, they were concerned about me, they actually like looked over my health records, for me as a child when I had my nephrotic syndrome, and actually was like, because I'm knowledgeable, man. I'm very knowledgeable, and I would talk to all these other doctors and they wouldn't listen to me. They would act like I didn't know what I was talking about, and I knew more than them half the time. And it's crazy because you're a doctor and I know more, you know what I mean? I know more about my body and what's going on than you do. Like, what the fuck? But I remember talking about the R134A in the video cut off. My dad, man, he that Freon, you're talking over a decade of just dumping that shit into the atmosphere, and you see all these people at the scrapyards doing it, and for a while my dad was even, like, he had somebody coming over and doing it and would like give him the stickers, and this was a long time ago, over like, 15 years ago, a decade ago. But he gave up on that, and he never took the time to figure out how to just get the stuff out. And when we rolled up to the, we got into a fight, recently that, with the screwdriver thing. I was just mentioned about it in the video, and, I told him to leave, or figure out how to get that shit out the right way, And what's stupid is we were at the scrapyard, right? And there's this black guy that has a whole trailer full of air conditioner units, right? And he has like 30 propane tanks outside, on the ground, and he's extracting all the refrigerant, all the R134A, and and whatnot. They have different ones. They have R12A. They have all these different kinds. And I asked my dad. I was like, dude, you should go up to talk to this guy and see, like ask him a question, like where does he get his, propane tanks, like where does he sell his stuff at, you know what I mean? My dad's like, oh, I don't have time for that, you know what I mean? I'm like, you don't have time for it? What do you mean? We're not doing anything today after we go to the scrapyard. Like, why won't you go talk to the guy? And that's simply because the guy was black, I think. And my dad, I'm telling you, he don't want to do anything. He works hard, but he only wants to do it his way. Any other way, forget about it, and it's not right. And so why won't you go talk to him, So I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'll go talk to him. Why, I'll go get this guy's card, and go talk to him. So I went and asked him, and the guy was pulling in, bro. Listen, the guy was making, like, he told me on average he was making, on a good week, $1,000. Put that in retrospect, bro. Listen, man, $1,000 a week, okay? My dad's already making $3,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. He's already making $1,000 a week, right? If he sat and just grabbed some fucking propane tanks and extracted it, he'd have another $1,000 each week. You're making $8,000 a week. You know, put that in perspective, you know. Say on a bad week, you're only making $5 grand, $4 grand, you know, and you don't even have to sell all those propane tanks. You could just fill them all up and just stick them in your fucking garage. And when you got, you know, fucking 300 of them, you go, you know, you make a phone call and you go down there and you drop off all 300. Now you got a fucking, you know, you got a $4,000 check in your hand. Like, why won't you do it? You're already doing it. You're already out here. It's only going to take you an extra few minutes to do it. Like, and he wouldn't, you know, and he just continued to dump the stuff in the air. It was stupid. So I kind of kicked him out of my house, you know. I told him, you got to go, bro. Like, you know, listen, man, this is why I started making these videos. Listen, my whole life, this man has made me feel like I should be in his life, right? He's my two older brother's father. He's took care of my whole life, you know, and I look up to this man, you know. He's raised me, you know. He's took care of me, you know. You know, he's always provided a roof over my head for the most part, even though they might have been girlfriends' houses, but he was paying their bills, you know. That was his house in a sense, you know what I mean? Those women wouldn't even have those houses, or, you know what I mean, be where they are if it wasn't for that man. So it's frustrating for me, you know, to see all this, and then I try to help him and he just shits on me, you know. So if you have family like that, man, that you feel like you need to make it work, or, you know, your mom or dad, you know what I mean, even your grandma. Listen, man, my grandma, that whole situation with the car, and my uncle and my grandma was there, and they wouldn't help me with the car, $400, because the guy was Arabic, simply because my uncle didn't want to give the money to this Arabic guy. Listen, man, I cut them off too. They tried to give me money, right? I walked, listen, I had them pick me up. Remember, I'm riding a bike. I had them pick me up to go look at this car, right? They picked me up because they know I'll pay them. They know who I am. They know that I'm responsible. They know what I'm about. And so they take me. And then they don't get me the car. You think I stayed in that truck? No, it was really disrespectful. The whole time we were outside of the car, looking at the car, trying to buy it, it was awkward. I was so upset with them, the way they treated me and disrespected me, and wouldn't listen to anything that I had to say. And everything I did say, they would say something negative, you know what I mean? And listen, I told them to go kick rocks too. And then I didn't have no money that day either. My uncle gave me $40. I took that $40, I threw it at him. You can keep your fucking money. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. You simply gave that money to me because you wanted to. I didn't ask you for that $40. Keep it. Take it. I walked all the way home. I did. I did not, and that's my grandmother I'm speaking about. You know, she was like, I told her, like, dude, go tell my uncle to stop being a douchebag. Give him the money. I want the car. My grandma wouldn't even talk to my uncle. She just sided with my uncle. All right, whatever, dude, go. And then I throw the money, you know what I mean? I throw the money out. I don't want the fucking money. She's like, you're going to walk all the way home? I'm like, yeah. She's like, no, you're not. You ain't going to walk all the way. I'm like, acting like I'm not going to I'm going to get in the car. No, fuck you. You're lucky I don't knock you the fuck out. I'm serious. I'm telling you, anybody that comes around me, they're on bullshit, they're going to get knocked the fuck out real quick. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to take off. I'm going to take off. So if that's you, don't call me. Don't contact me. Don't even watch my videos. Just keep pushing. Go do your fuckboy shit, your fuckgirl shit. Keep pushing. I'm telling you, keep pushing. Don't even subscribe. Don't. It's not worth it for you. You'll regret it. So, but I'm home, and I'm hoping this guy messages me. And I'm still getting mail from my dad and shit. Which is funny. He went to go get a bank account, a credit union account, and it looks like he isn't paying it or something. Or he took the money out of the account. That's another thing too that's bothering me, right? He blocked my phone. I don't even know if this man's dead. I haven't talked to him in over 2 months. Now, it's going on 2 months, and none of my family will talk to me, nor do I want to talk to him anyways. And you know, this man, you know, he was slipping away fast. You know, he was dying. You know, he's dying, and he won't talk to me. He won't let me, like, all the stuff, all the pain. He won't open up. He won't say anything. He won't talk about anything. He won't tell me why he even took me in. You know, I'm not even his biological son. You know what I mean? And the only thing that he told me he could come up with was, "I thought you were mine." Like, come on, man. Like, all these years you took care of me, and you're telling me you simply thought I was yours, and that's why you've answered the phone when I call for 3 years in prison, you know, my third time, or, you know, all these things. It's crazy to me. There's more to it, you know, and he won't speak about it, and that shit hurts, man. You know, and that's why I do these videos, because I know there's so many people out there that are, you know, like this, you know. That's why people make music, so you know. That's why I make music. You know, that's why all these rappers and all these rock artists, you know what I mean? They all have faith in what they do because they believe in Jesus. You know, Jesus tells them, that God tells them to make this music, you know? You can hear it in the music. I mean, every song I listen to almost any good song, you know what I mean, is spirit driven. It's driven by love, out of pain. That's another thing, is you have to learn how to channel your pain, your emotion, into your passion. You have to. You won't be able to be successful or go anywhere in life if you do not do so. You have to do it. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, you know? You don't. You just don't. You have to do it. It's part of life. You're here, you know? You didn't... Here's the thing, too. People don't understand. You didn't choose your family. You didn't choose to be here. You know, I didn't choose my fucked up family, but yet I still have to deal with the consequences of them. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. That's why I don't judge. That's why I stopped judging. People shouldn't judge me because of that. But, you know, people are dumb, so I'm gonna go. It's stupid. I think this lady, I gotta go drop the mail off at the post office box. I really do. Because she didn't take it, and it's the second day. And she didn't take it, so maybe I'm just dumb or something, and I didn't know that. So apparently I gotta go find the mailbox, post office box. So that's what I'm about to do, and check my email. This guy still hasn't messaged me. And then if I do sell the fridge today, I'll be happy, because I'm gonna go. The first thing I'm doing is gonna go get an SD card, a big one. So the video stopped cutting out on me. So you guys can get good footage, you know, good stuff. And I got some stuff planned, you know, in the next couple days. Before I leave Detroit, you know, I want to go take you guys couple more cool places, you know. Maybe meet a friend or something. Maybe meet somebody. You know, I was thinking about doing an interview too as well. Finding somebody to do an interview. So, because that's what I do. I do interviews, and I will be editing them and posting them soon. So, you know, you can only do so much in one day. So, you know, everybody that's, you know, they want to see this stuff, you gotta be patient. It takes time, it takes money. You know, it takes a lot of effort to do these things. So, I'm gonna put on my hat, and it's too tight. But yeah, now I gotta go find a post office box, and the closest one I know of is far where I was gonna go to the P.O. box on my way back, but I didn't, because I was hungry, really hungry, actually. I thought I was gonna pass out. I didn't eat much this morning, I just kind of took off. I do that a lot, for a reason. I like to work out and get cardio in first thing in the morning, my biking in on an empty stomach. It's the best thing for training, health-wise, you know, just everything, all that stuff. So, and it's still kind of windy out. I gotta put my hoodie on. I got home and stopped riding, and it got hot standing in the sun. I know damn well as soon as I start riding, it's gonna get cold. It's cooler out today. It's nippy. Oh shit. So yeah, you guys get to go ride with me and go find a post office box. I'm hoping this guy messages soon. I have a feeling all these people aren't gonna message me till after work, which is fine, because Dude, I gotta do a guy's car tonight too. I gotta put the alternator on, put his belt back on, and put the battery on, and go through his car, you know, and make sure it's alright. He's supposed to pay me $70 today. So if girl comes and gets the fridge, that's $150, you know. If dude pays me after I fix his car, that's $70, you know, that's you know, $220. And then if guy comes, messages me and gets these parts, you know, that's another $50. That's $270 today. You know, so that's good money, you know, in one day, you know, for an average cat like me, you know. But I ain't so average. But that's good money. It really is. And you gotta think too, you know, I didn't pay